came to see me. Dad, slow down, I'm worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
Don't I spend time with my amateurs? Yeah. All the time. That's my peace.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has just shaken up the boxing world, leaving fans in disbelief. Following weeks of heated debate over his controversial draw against Lamont Roach Jr., Davis has now confirmed that his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, will not be in his corner for future fights, including the much-anticipated rematch with Roach. While speculation about their split has been swirling for months, this announcement all but solidifies that the once unbreakable fighter-trainer bond is beginning to fracture. Here's what you need to know.
He was at, because it was something that we didn't want to do. It was something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us, to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the headbangers game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memory.
According to Tank, Calvin Ford is stepping away to focus on his family while Davis prepares for his rematch with Lamont Roach and the rest of his fights this year. On the surface, it sounds like a respectful decision, but the boxing world isn't convinced. It's the same carefully crafted narrative that was used when Leonard Ellard was subtly edged out of Mayweather Promotions. The same rehearsed lines, the same PR spin, the same attempt to maintain appearances. But just like with Ellard, the truth will surface sooner or later.
Will Calvin be with you on this fight? Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. Gotta see.
The timing of all this is just too suspicious. Calvin Ford wasn't even in Tank's corner before the Roach fight, fans noticed, but Tank kept downplaying it, insisting everything was fine. Now, out of nowhere, Ford is stepping away to focus on family. It just doesn't add up. This isn't just any trainer being quietly phased out. This is Calvin Ford, the man who's been with Tank since the beginning, the mentor who molded him from a raw prospect into a global superstar. And now, right after the biggest controversy of Tank's career, he's simply walking away. Boxing fans aren't buying it, because this is no coincidence.
Talking back and forth, so I know that he was trying to steal. I know that he was trying to steal because I was establishing the real estate. I was popping my jab. I was making them think. I was making them do a lot of things. And the fact that
fans are still buzzing about that bizarre moment in the Roach fight, one of the strangest ever seen in a high-stakes bout. In a move that left everyone stunned, Tank unexpectedly took a knee despite not absorbing a significant shot. He then casually walked over to his corner where his trainer wiped his face. Referee Steve Willis initially started counting, but suddenly changed his mind, letting the fight continue without ruling it a knockdown. That single moment had the potential to change the entire outcome of the fight.
I thought I won the fight clearly. I thought I won a close fight. I thought I won a very competitive fight. Okay. I'm not saying I steamrolled him or whatever.
Roach's team wasted no time filing an appeal, arguing that the referee should have ruled it a knockdown. A call that could have swung the fight in Roach's favor on the scorecards. The New York State Athletic Commission later admitted the ref made a mistake but refused to overturn the result, only fueling the controversy. It was clear that Tank had caught a break. The fight ended in a draw, but many believe Roach deserved the win. Now, in the wake of the fallout, Tank is making major changes to his team, starting with the very man who was supposed to be leading him.
In New York, I think it raised some eyebrows because Tank was by himself, but not too much because Lamont was by himself and there wasn't too many people there. After the second one, there was some questions. You know, Tank said what he said when he was asked about Coach Calvin. He didn't know. But then they reunited. What's your thoughts or any kind of message you could offer? Because obviously they got a relationship that's deeper than just a trainer and a fighter.
We don't know where this stuff is coming from, but it wasn't no reunited.
If Calvin Ford were truly stepping away for family reasons, why was he absent from Tank's camp even before the Roach fight? And if everything was fine, why does this announcement feel more like damage control than a genuine farewell? This situation mirrors what happened with Leonard Ellard when Mayweather Promotions began easing him out. At first, they didn't admit outright. They framed it as Ellard stepping back for personal reasons. But over time, the truth came out. Floyd Mayweather no longer saw Ellard in his long-term plans, so he was quietly sidelined. Now it looks like the same thing is happening with Calvin Ford. This isn't just a coincidence. There's plenty of speculation swirling about what's really going on behind the scenes.
I wanted to show up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know how his body is. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes y'all got to go to work? Do y'all feel like it all the time? You know, so again, we getting ready for the rollout to the world. So he wanted to make sure he put on that great performance to the fans. We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guy to come out.
Some believe Tank is trying to clean house ahead of the Roach rematch, cutting ties with anyone he feels might be holding him back. Others suspect this isn't even Tank's decision, that the move is being orchestrated by higher-ups, just as Mayweather and Al Heyman have pulled the strings on his career in the past. Either way, one thing is certain, this isn't about a trainer stepping away for family reasons, it's about power and control. Tank knows his reputation took a serious hit after the Roach fight. Fans and analysts are questioning him more than ever, and another shaky performance could be disastrous. If he barely scraped by Roach the first time, what happens if he struggles again in the rematch? What if he loses? The pressure has never been higher, and it looks like Calvin Ford is the first casualty in Tank's effort to take back control of his career.
He been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant.
Tank has always been surrounded by powerful voices: Floyd Mayweather, Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerb, and Calvin Ford. But one by one, they've started to fade from the picture. Ellerb was the first major departure, and now Ford is out as well. The real question is, who's actually in control now? Is Tank finally calling the shots, or is he being guided, maybe even pushed in a certain direction? Fans have noticed his attempts to distance himself from Mayweather, yet the influence of both Mayweather and Heyman still lingers over his career. With Ford gone, the power structure around Tank is more uncertain than ever. So who's really pulling the strings?
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin tatted on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't even know Calvin for CCO.
Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like...
Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach, he look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking your dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gets me.
How do you see Gervonta?
Well, I look at him as the key of the youth. You have me and you have him. Two different...
What does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he...
How's Calvin? How's Mia? How's Calvin?
Good, great, good. Don't believe that bullshit you hear on the line, man.
Okay.
No, Tank and Calvin, father and son, you know?